Let's get after it. The air in St. Thomas, Ontario is thick with anticipation and the roar of heavy machinery. Where flat farmland once stretched, a new landscape is emerging, the future site of Canada's largest electric vehicle battery factory. This isn't just construction, it's the foundation of a new era in Canadian manufacturing. The scale is staggering. Dozens of football fields, millions of cubic meters of earth moved, and a vision powered by lithium-ion cells. The promise? Thousands of jobs, a new place in the global auto industry, and a bold bet on the electric future. But what's the real story behind the headlines? This is about more than local pride. It's a North American power play. Volkswagen, the German auto giant, chose this spot for its first North American battery gigafactory. Why here? What did Canada offer? And what challenges lie ahead as this factory rises? As foundations are laid, so too are the stakes for a new economic reality. The global auto industry is transforming and every country wants a piece. We're at ground zero for the future, where ambition meets reality. The excitement is real, but so are the risks. Here's the core news. Ontario and Canada have landed a landmark deal with Volkswagen's PowerCo to build a massive EV battery gigafactory. The project's value? $20 billion, the largest auto investment in Canadian history. This isn't just an assembly line, it's a gigafactory, set to produce up to 90 gigawatt-hours of battery cells a year, enough for 1 million EVs annually. These batteries will power Volkswagen's entire North American lineup. St. Thomas was chosen for its strategic location between Toronto and Detroit, giving it prime access to the continent's auto supply chain. The plant cements Canada's role as a key player in the EV revolution, not just a car assembler. Construction is just beginning. The first batteries are expected in 2027. This is a marathon, not a sprint, requiring new infrastructure, suppliers, and a whole new ecosystem. The investment isn't just in a building, but in a future-proofed industry. The race has just begun. The stakes couldn't be higher. Let's cut through the noise. Headlines screamed, "Canada steals deal from US," but that's not the real story. Volkswagen's choice wasn't a snub to America, it was a business decision rooted in incentives, clean energy, and skilled labor. The North American auto industry is deeply integrated, parts and vehicles cross borders daily. This plant will supply VW factories across the continent, strengthening, not dividing, the supply chain. Claims of political drama, like a Trump meltdown, are pure fiction. The real story is about economics, technology, and strategy. North America is positioning itself to compete with Asia and Europe in the EV race. Sensational headlines miss the point. This is about collaboration, not rivalry. The plant's success depends on a healthy US-Canada partnership. The truth is complex, but it's far more interesting than the tabloid talk. Ignore the noise. Focus on the facts. The Volkswagen Gigafactory is a behemoth, covering 185,000 square meters, larger than many small towns. Its modular design features 6 production blocks, each a factory within a factory, allowing flexible scaling as EV demand grows. Construction is moving fast, earthworks are done and concrete is being poured. The first production block aims to be operational by 2027, though ramp-up may adjust to market realities. This isn't just about one building, it's transforming the entire region. New roads, power lines, water systems, and a rail yard are all part of the plan. The economic impact is huge. 3,000 direct high-skilled jobs, from chemists to robotics techs, and tens of thousands more in spin-off industries. PowerCo is already hiring, with hundreds on board and more to come. The factory is an economic engine for a generation. Local housing demand is surging and the region is being reshaped. This is more than a factory, it's a catalyst for change. The blueprint is bold, the transformation is underway. Let's set the record straight. The idea that Canada ditched the US for Europe is a myth. Volkswagen's decision was about strategy, not rivalry. The North American auto sector is one integrated machine. Engines from Mexico, transmissions from the US, assembly in Canada. The St. Thomas batteries will power VW's US EV plants like Chattanooga. Without the US market, this factory wouldn't exist. Canada's winning pitch? Strong incentives, clean energy, skilled labor, and proximity to raw materials. Political drama is a distraction. The real risk is future trade barriers, not feuds. VW's CEO warns new tariffs could disrupt everything. The lesson? Success depends on open borders and cooperation. This isn't about picking sides, it's about building a shared future. The story is economic, not political. Why should you care about a battery factory in Ontario? Because it's about more than cars. This plant secures Canada's place in the EV revolution and anchors jobs for decades. It's a move to make North America less dependent on Asian battery supply chains, building resilience and stability. The pandemic and global tensions proved the risks of relying on distant suppliers. By investing here, Volkswagen is betting on a self-sufficient, future-ready industry. The immediate future is construction and hiring, but the ripple effect will reshape the region and the industry. VW's expansion will track EV demand. If sales slow, so will growth. The factory's success depends on millions choosing electric over gas. The future isn't handed to us, it's built with steel, concrete, and vision. The St. Thomas Gigafactory is a symbol of that ambition. It's a bet on a cleaner, more competitive North America. The road ahead will be tough, but the map is being redrawn right here. The future of the auto industry starts now. But what does all this mean for everyday people in Ontario? The answer? A lot more than you might think. The St. Thomas Gigafactory is projected to create thousands of direct jobs, from engineers and technicians to construction workers and support staff. But the benefits don't stop at the factory gates. Local businesses, from restaurants and grocery stores to real estate and transportation, are already gearing up for a surge in demand as new workers move into the area. Suppliers from across Ontario are landing contracts to provide everything from raw materials to high-tech components. The region is quickly becoming a hub for innovation, attracting startups and research centers eager to be part of the electric vehicle ecosystem. This isn't just about one plant, it's about building an industry cluster that can compete on the global stage. And the long-term payoff? As the EV market grows, so does the potential for Ontario to export expertise, technology, and finished products worldwide. That means more stable jobs, higher incomes, and a stronger local economy for years to come. For St. Thomas and the surrounding region, the Volkswagen deal is more than a headline. It's the start of a new chapter in economic growth, resilience, and opportunity. But as the excitement builds around jobs and economic prosperity, there's another crucial angle to consider: the environment. The St. Thomas Gigafactory isn't just about making batteries, it's also about how they're made. Volkswagen has pledged to power the facility with renewable energy, aiming to minimize carbon emissions from day one. Water usage will be tightly monitored, and advanced recycling systems are being designed to recover valuable metals from old batteries, reducing waste and the need for new mining. Still, big questions remain. Large-scale battery production requires a lot of resources: lithium, cobalt, nickel, and extracting these can have its own environmental costs. Local groups are watching closely, asking how the factory will handle chemical waste, manage its carbon footprint, and protect the surrounding land and water. On the flip side, the project lines up with Canada's ambitious green goals. The government sees this plant as a linchpin in the transition to cleaner transportation and a lower carbon economy. By building batteries at home, Canada can cut emissions tied to imports and help drive the shift to electric vehicles nationwide. The bottom line? The Gigafactory is a bold step toward a greener future, but success will depend on keeping sustainability at the center of every decision. For St. Thomas, the chance to lead the way in clean tech comes with both promise and responsibility.